Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. It's michaelASH. So I got a couple more questions. First, I had a young Japanese photographer come see me today with his portfolio. And he's a good talent, but the majority of his portfolio was loaded with commercial work. And he's trying to move to America from Tokyo, and he admires Kenji Toma and Kenji Aoki, two photographers that I've represented in the past. And the problem is that he's got too much commercial work in his portfolio. And I think that most photographers think that the more commercial work you have in your book, the more opportunities you're going to get. That's true to a point because you'll get a chance to work with a lot of people, but you want to work with people that can see beyond your work. You want to work with people that are inspired by your pictures. So I suggest that your portfolio and your website are loaded with pictures from your heart and soul. That, to me, is the most important thing for a successful photographer who gets an opportunity to do work, the kind of work that he loves to do, and get paid to do what he loves to do. That's one thing. Another question that I got: what characteristics of a person do I feel help someone succeed in this industry? Let's see. Being nice, treating people the way you want to be treated, listening, being respectful, understanding what someone's asking you, and being very sure you understand what people are asking you to do, what people are asking of you. If you don't understand something, please ask them, but the most important thing is treating people the way you want to be treated. And that's, to me, in my world, is being nice and respectful. I just wanted to share a couple of stories. A lot of people have been asking me about how I started in this business, which is kind of a story, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. When I was younger, I wanted to be a professional baseball player, period. That's it. I ended up being all New York City third baseman for my high school, Martin Van Buren High School, and I went on to get a full athletic scholarship to a university here in Long Island, out in Long Island. And all I wanted to do was be a professional baseball player. When I did not get drafted into the pros, a friend of mine on the team, Paul, was an amateur photographer, and he was always shooting pictures, and it was always a good way to meet chicks. So we started taking pictures. I started taking pictures. I wasn't too good, but I found something that was fun, and that was being in a creative industry. I helped Paul put his portfolio together, not knowing that that's what my life was going to be. But one thing, going back to when I was trying out in the minor leagues, I got rejected by everybody. So it pretty much set me up for being an agent, because that's all you get is rejection. So back to the story. So Paul and I had a connection at a printing shop up in Nyack, New York. So they did printed postcards and business cards and brochures, and we used that as a template. And I took Paul's portfolio to retail stores everywhere but Manhattan, in the 5 boroughs of New York, places that were influential and had some money. I was going to the mom and pop furriers and clothing stores and haircutting shops. And one time we were shooting for a haircutting shop out in Manhasset on the Miracle Mile, and the owner of the shop's brother-in-law came to the shoot. And he happened to be a big account executive at Doyle Dane Bernbach. He then, at that point, told me that I was a rep. I didn't know what he was talking about. He explained it to me. He told me that he's going to get back to me and introduce me to some people in New York. A few weeks go by. I forget about the whole thing. He calls me up, tells me to go into Manhattan. I go into Manhattan and meet this photographer and his agent. The photographer had this gigantic set that was big space in Manhattan on 37th Street with 5 or 6 different sets going on, people all over the place, chicks, women, everything. It was a dream beyond, you have no idea. And then he introduced me to his agent, and I went up to the agent's office, and the agent is sitting in his office with 3 gorgeous women and a mound of cocaine. Now this was in 1979. I was so in. Anyway, they couldn't give me a job. They didn't have anything, but I was able to start. They set me up with a young photographer, and I started working with him then. I'll come back with more of the story because I could be on this forever. Anyway, have a good day. Speak to you soon. Bye.